We all know what attribution is. We've all snoozed through a boring video explaining how advanced the math has become, but there are still significant challenges. One of the biggest challenges is identifying and attributing credit to offline touchpoints. As such, our model attempts to gather intelligence on all of our customers and our potential customers. Intelligent information is more than just how many clicks or the number of web visits. Intelligent information tells us who our customers are. Everything you do online is being tracked or traced by somebody. We could get into a lengthy and boring discussion on how cookies and trackers work, but for example, Google knows your search history, Facebook knows your best friends, and Instagram knows whose profile you're secretly visiting in the dead of night. Be careful not to accidentally double tap any old posts. The first differentiating component in our model is the call for agreements with the expert data aggregators to synthesize the wells of information that we currently don't use. The model first synthesizes social media activity to build a projected profile of preferences for each potential customer. Our model examines and then weights the relationships on social media platforms to project out what we expect people's real-life networks are. That way we can route the impact of an individual user's opinion on others. It would be impossible to actually track offline brand equity. But we can use the data about individuals and the other people with whom they interact most frequently and intently to make some expectations about the influence of offline interactions. Our model distills collected data into one equation: brand equity plus offline exposure plus online exposure plus the world equals 1. Brand equity can be broken down into the following components: user brand preferences, as evidenced by data purchased from third parties, the strength or magnitude of those preferences, and the strength of brand preferences of friends, as evidenced by data purchased from third-party providers. Brand equity requires the most estimation and extrapolation. For example, suppose you happen to follow a particularly good-looking individual on Instagram. Suppose he's geographically close, and based on his web traffic and Instagram posts, he is a fan of a certain web-based software. Our model considers the number of times you navigate to his profile secretly in conjunction with his brand preferences to weigh his influence on you. To monitor offline exposure, we use location data from mobile devices to calculate the number of hits a person has to a certain location. This, for us, includes proximity to our billboards. Offline exposure also includes TV, radio, print ads. We track, using email and purchase history, what publications you subscribe to. Online exposure and internet history consider banner ads, email ads, product reviews, both given and read, as well as social media posts. The depth of user exposure increases the weight. For example, a banner ad displayed is weighted less than a banner ad clicked. Earth. We know it, we like it. Our equation takes into account the many happenings of the galaxy's favorite blueberry, including weather, macroeconomic factors, politics, etc. Naturally, factors that negatively impact the business have negative weights. The opposite is true for those with positive impacts. Each piece of the equation is actually a proportion. We total up everything in each category, then total all of the components, divide each individual component by the overall calculated total, in order to show the weighted influence each component of the equation has. Thanks for watching this introduction to our model. Go to the slides now.